Every year about this time, I sit down and write something for Christmas. And every year I think, haven't I said this all before? Slow down, look after yourself, let yourself rest. It's starting to feel like the Groundhog Day of emotional well-being. But maybe that's okay. Important truths come back again and again and again. A bit like familiar Christmas songs, like Slade, for example. That Merry Christmas comes back to haunt me every single year, just when I think it's left. In fact, I once heard it while I was in a tent at a festival in June. It was the real Noddy Holder. I didn't know what was going on as he screamed at the top of his lungs. My nervous system was in complete disarray. And now I'm wondering if I've told you this story as well before. Moving on. In therapy, I see this all the time. We repeat patterns over and over again. Therapy or progression or growth isn't really about doing it in a straight upward line. It's more like a wobbly walk up a hill, walk backwards a few steps, take a break, have a snack, walk up the hard bit again, and then, have another rest. It's more like a wobbly line. And Christmas has a way of bringing it all up again. Christmas has a way of bringing out the child in us. There's the old expectations and role that we used to play, and all the family dynamics. You can be a fully grown adult with a mortgage, plenty of supplements, and a therapist, and still act like a child around your family. For some, this is about being the responsible one, the one who takes care of everybody in the family, the peacemaker. And for others, it's about being overlooked or ignored or perhaps teased a little bit too sharply. It might feel like your parents, your family, your guardians are telling you that you haven't learned anything at all since you were living with them. One of my clients said that her body feels like it collapses as soon as she enters the family home. And that's exactly what happens. Our bodies remember that familiar environment. We remember the roles that we felt we had to learn and play in order to protect ourselves and to connect. Our bodies automatically slip into this shape without us even realizing it. You're not going backwards when this happens. You're remembering the posture, the tone, the strategies, the silence that you had to adopt to keep yourself safe. This is why it's so hard to relax at Christmas. Your adult self is responding to your child self, who might be scanning the room for who's stressed, who's irritated, who needs managing. This isn't a setback. This is familiarity. Most of my clients believe that they have absolutely no idea how to relax. Does this sound like you? Do you feel like you have no idea how to settle down once you're stressed? The reason that we believe this is not true is because we think of stress and relaxation as completely opposites that we can jump between. We can't do that. We have to move slowly between stress and relaxation. It happens incrementally. You know that feeling when you're neither, when you're stressed, not quite stressed, relaxed, not quite relaxed, somewhere in between. It's awkward, isn't it? Most people miss this transition. They stop work, they shut their laptop, they change their clothes into pajamas. Well, I know I do, especially in winter. And they expect to feel relaxed straight away. It doesn't happen like this. It happens gradually. Even in relaxation and trying to relax, we have a hurry up mode inside of us. I know this too. When I'm doing my videos or my podcasts, which has been my main project this year, I have this voice inside me that says, come on, get it finished. I've got to get this all done before Christmas, before the end of the year. It's torture. But I'm trying to do things differently this year. I know that that's my inner stressed 8-year-old responding to a vague sense of duty at the end of the year. When I hear this rushing inside me, I say no, stop. Just like you would to a child who doesn't want to go to bed, but you know that it's in their best interest to do that. And I breathe. My nervous system thanks me for not treating everything like an emergency. and my videos are better for it. I've had shoulder tension for as long as I can remember, and most of my clients have this issue too. It's a stiff area across my back that just won't seem to let go and always seems to be there. But lately, it's been getting in the way of my salsa dancing. I love to do a bit of a shoulder roll, but my shoulders have been behaving like concrete where they never used to. So I've been curious about what's going on for my shoulders, right? And then one day I was driving and I just thought, what am I doing? Because I was driving like this. I was gripping the steering wheel as if that would make the car go faster. I'm like, oh, yeah. That's where the shoulder tension is. And I realised that I do a lot of things this way, hurrying through things with a real sense of urgency because we're afraid of upsetting someone or something's going to go wrong somewhere. My mother used to say that she used to clean her face like she was scrubbing the doorstep. And she's right, isn't she? We do wash our faces like there's no tomorrow and brush our teeth. I mean, look at the way that you brush your teeth if you want to see if you've got any tension. She was right. We hurry and rush through everything. We don't give ourselves an easy time. And sometimes the things that make you feel better, the things that help you to relax, can be really surprising. I read a wonderful story on social media about a woman whose workplace gave her money for well-being every month, and this particular month, she went to the local zoo. She spent £120 on goat pellets. Isn't that wonderful? She said that it was the best money that she had ever spent. This makes so much sense because often the things that help us to relax are simple, sensory, grounding, and maybe a little bit quirky. They help us to relax a little bit at a time, and that's all the body needs. Winding down isn't dramatic and it doesn't have to be perfect. It's about small somatic nudges, like turning the lights down, allowing your shoulders or your jaw just to soften, taking a break just to pause and breathe. These are little signals that tell your body it's okay to take a break. If you take one thing from this video, let it be this. You are not bad at relaxing. You just need to learn a different pathway to it. Let yourself relax 5% at a time. And if I've said this all before, maybe that's just how healing works. Gentle repetition. And maybe, just maybe, I'll say it all again next year, but slower.